Well friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a what I eat in a day high protein style. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought this would fit in nicely with my video schedule this week. I also have a very nice product to share with you guys from AMZCHEF. If you remember back a while ago, we had I had tested out their cold pressed juicer, and this time they contacted me and I picked out the milk frother, which I was in desperate need of a new milk frother. I counted back and I've had my current milk frother since 2017, so 9 years. And I remember that because I got it when we lived in Illinois. So let me take you back. I've already been at my day for hours. I get up very early. I get up between 5:15 and 5:30 every day. And I have my coffee first thing in the morning. So I get up, go to the bathroom, make my coffee. My brain does not really function and it's super dark in the morning. So I hardly ever talk to the camera at that time in the morning. So I've already had my coffee. Sorry, this piece of hair is driving me insane. Okay, there we go. Now, I fixed, we did a bunch of homeschool work with the kids, and then I fixed my breakfast. So, but I was not all ready for the day. So let me take you back to what I had for breakfast, and then we will move along with our day. I think what I'm going to show you is my protein latte recipe this afternoon. So if you like lattes, stay tuned for my protein latte. But let me take you back to what I had for breakfast. It is time for breakfast, and I made myself a breakfast sandwich. I have my handful of supplements. I have a multivitamin, an iron supplement. What else do I have? Magnesium. This one is vitamin D with vitamin K. This is my Plexus Slim drink that I drink every morning with 2 scoops of collagen. And then my breakfast sandwich, let's count up the protein. I don't love this bread, but it's okay, when you need a vehicle for a sandwich. It's low carb, but it has 3 grams of protein per slice. So that's 6 for the bread. I have 2 ounces of lunch meat, which I think was 9. Just double check. Yes, 9, so that's 15. Then I have an extra large farm egg, which is 7, so that is 22. And then I have a slice of cheese, which I think is 5. Yeah, so that's 27. And then I have collagen in here, which some people don't count that. I count it. There are 5 grams of protein in this is the collagen that I use. So that is, what did I say? I lost count. 22 plus 5, 27 plus 5 is 32, right? So 32 grams of protein in my breakfast sandwich. I'm going to enjoy this, and then I will meet you back here for lunch. Oh, I always also put a little bit of mayonnaise. I like the flavor it gives it on each side of the bread. Moving along with my day here, I am thirsty, so I am going to have one of these electrolytes. Plexus also has an electrolyte drink that I do really like. I'm out of those right now. So I get these for the kids. They're more like a sports type. Still no sugar, 15 calories. And so this is the tropical punch recipe. It reminds me of Hawaiian fruit punch, if you've ever had that as a kid. But I do this about 3/4 of the way full. I think this is what is this? A 40 ounce. So I probably have about 32 ounces of water in here with this packet right here. Okay, while I'm in the kitchen a second, I am going to show you the milk frother. We have already been using it at our house for a while, and I really, really like it. Jericho made hot chocolate yesterday with it. There's a hot chocolate button, which is cool. And then I've been making my protein lattes with it. So, sorry, I'm out of breath. I just ran downstairs to the storage room. So let me flip you around and show you all the buttons while I'm in the kitchen here. All right, one of the things I like the most is just how easy it is to use. So you just keep hitting the button until you, like this is the hot chocolate button. So there's a whole bunch of different, that's the cold foam. There's a whole bunch of different options. And one of the things that I thought was cool was there's like a cashew milk and like a soy milk option. So like if you had like a nut milk or something, some sort of dairy alternative, it froths it in a different way. So I thought that that was pretty cool. I like cold foam, and then I like an airy froth milk. I don't really like dense like cappuccino froth. That's not really my thing. So even a hot milk is fine, but Jericho used that chocolate button, which is right there, and it mixed it and heated it, and it was amazing. So it also has this little whisk down in here. If I can do it one-handed. Oh, hold on. Okay. Has this little whisk that comes out, and you just put it right back in there like that. Make sure it's down in, oh, it wouldn't come out good because the whisk, there's a magnet down in there. So that's why. But yeah, super simple to use. The base right here is dishwasher safe. The lid and the whisk is not. They're kind of delicate, so you would want to hand wash those. But the base right here, what's this called? Container? Whatever. Not this. This is dishwasher safe. It is time for lunch. I'm going to make one of my favorite chicken salad recipes. I got this recipe years and years and years ago. I think it's actually like a Costco recipe, but it uses canned chicken, which I happen to love canned chicken. If you don't love it, I would suggest you try it like this, but I like canned chicken. So we have a bunch of different ingredients here. I'm going to show you how I make it, but let me tell you the protein before I forget. So I usually eat half of this salad and then save the other half for tomorrow. Okay, so there's 4 servings in this container of chicken, which 19 times 4 would be 76. Is that right? So half of 76 is 38 grams of protein just in the chicken. And then I did not realize that there are 3 grams of protein in the rotel that you add to it. But, you know, divided in half, that would be 39, let's call it. And then instead of pecans, which I have used pecans before, it's delicious in it, I just don't have any right now, I'm going to use the pumpkin seeds. I get these from Costco as well. And in 1/4 of a cup, there are 8 grams of protein. So if I was at, what did I say? 30. Hold on, let me do the math. Okay, there are 44 grams of protein just in the chicken salad. If you had it on some type of like low carb wrap or something, then you would add more. But I'm just gonna do mine on lettuce wraps just to kind of save myself some calories today. Because I am having that protein latte this afternoon, and that's like a hefty snack, like the amount of calories in it. It's basically like a snack. So let me show you how I make it. These are all the ingredients. I have the can of drained rotel in there. Then we're gonna add our chicken. Okay, I just broke up that chicken a little bit, but we have grapes. I don't think I've ever actually looked to see if there's protein in grapes. I don't think so. Some chopped up celery. And then here's the 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin seeds. Then I'm just gonna add a blob of mayo, a little bit of honey, and some salt and pepper. All right, this is what it looks like. I am going to go enjoy this. I just have it on 2 lettuce wraps here, and then I have half of it left for tomorrow. My daughter actually really likes this as well, so she will eat it if I don't, but I am going to go enjoy this now. Okay, it is time for my second favorite time of the day, which is my afternoon coffee. Lots of times I will have an iced coffee, but today it's cold and I'm feeling like something warm, so we're going to do a vanilla caramel latte. I am going to use, I really like this instant espresso. I only have decaf right now, I'm out of the regular. But we're gonna use this, and then let me show you what I'm using for my milk. Okay, this is the milk I'm using. It's just like Fairlife. It's the Sam's Club brand. And so 1 cup has 14 grams of protein. It does have 120 calories though. And then I'm using this protein powder. It's vanilla bean. The vanilla flavor is really nice. But 1 scoop is 120 calories and 25 grams of protein. So that is, what is that? 39 grams of protein in this latte. So I mixed this up yesterday. I like to let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours. Then it's just like really nice and smooth, no clumps or anything. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this in here. There is a line in here. I'll show it to you once we get all of the milk in there. There is a line in here that you're gonna not want to fill it up, and see that we're right at the max if you want it really frothy, or there's a higher one if you want to just like steam your milk or do hot chocolate or whatever. So that's all we're gonna do for that, and I am going to choose, which one am I gonna choose? Let's just do the hot milk setting. And you just press the button. That's gonna do its thing, and I'm gonna go get the hot water to mix up some of this espresso. I have about 2 teaspoons of the espresso powder in here. Just gonna do a little bit of hot water, and then we're gonna whisk this up to get it nice and dissolved. You can hear the frother. It's very quiet. It's not that loud at all. Okay. And we're just gonna start with 2 pumps of this Chalk Zero caramel. I use this in all my coffee drinks. So let's start with 2 pumps, because the protein powder does have some sweetness to it, so don't want it to be too sweet. Okay, this just beeped and it is now done. So let's go ahead and add our espresso. Then we are just going to add our protein milk. And I picked the option of just steamed milk. I didn't pick the frothing, but you can see that there's a nice little bit of froth in there. Now I just have to check for sweetness to see if it is how I like it. That is good. I probably could have even done 1 pump of caramel, because with the protein powder, And the milk, I forgot the milk is sweet as well because it's like 2% milk, not like heavy cream or anything. But that is absolutely delicious, packed full of protein. I already forgot what I said. 25, so 30, 35, 39. 39 grams of protein for my afternoon coffee. It is time to get dinner started. We have basketball games tonight. And so Journey and I are going to be eating at home, and then Julia has a team meal with her team, but then I need to pack dinner for Jason and Jericho to eat when they join us at Julia's game after Jericho's game is done. So let me show you what I am making, and then we will get started cooking it. And I will pack it all up for the two that aren't eating with us. And Journey and I will sit down to eat in just a little while. Here is the recipe that I am using from that. And I've kind of, I double this recipe, but I don't like to double the brown sugar. So this is what it looks like. And then I am going to, you serve it over rice. I don't have green onions. I wish I did because it makes it better. So that's the only thing that I don't have in this recipe though. I have 2 cups of jasmine rice in here, and I really like this rice cooker. It turns out really well, but I do add a little extra rice. Not rice. I add a little extra water because we don't we like sticky rice, not really like dry rice. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that started first. Then I'm gonna work on browning up the hamburger, and then we'll put together the sauce. Here are all the sauce ingredients mixed together. So now we're just going to add this to the browned ground beef. It doesn't look like a lot of sauce, but it's very concentrated. So we'll just mix this in. I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer. So I like to let it simmer for a little while. And I'm gonna leave the lid off so that it can get, you want it to get kind of sticky almost is the consistency. So I will just let that go for a little bit, and the rice is cooking away. I am doing something for myself that I like to do when I want to have rice, but I don't want to have all of it be rice. So I like to add riced cauliflower, and then I will put at least half of the rice amount. Half of the cauliflower, I will put probably 1.5 cups of rice in here, and I won't eat all this tonight, but there will be some in the fridge for tomorrow. But this is what it's looking like. It's just slowly simmering away. The rice is done, so we can eat in just a little while, and I will add the rice to mine, and then I top it with sesame seeds for those who want sesame seeds. It is time to get my bowl ready. I have mixed in the rice. This is probably like 2 parts cauliflower rice and 1 part jasmine rice. So I like it like this because you can taste the real rice, but then it's not as many carbs or calories. Okay, I'm trying to get about half of this container. Okay, that should do it. Then we're just gonna go over here, and we are going to put some of this yummy Korean beef on top. This is about 6 servings, so I just want to make sure I get the right amount of meat. And this is all I'm having, so this bowl, that's about right. You could also measure it out if you wanted to be exactly precise. And I am just going to sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. And that is my dinner. So I try not to eat after dinner. We're headed out to basketball. I almost said volleyball, but we're not. Headed out to basketball. And so I try not to eat after dinner, but I'm probably going to bring a Zevia with me, maybe this black cherry Zevia, and that will kind of cut like any sweet tooth I have or anything. I can drink that during the game. So that's going to be it for me today. I have had about 160 grams of protein today. So that's, if I'm doing a really high protein day, that's very typical for me, what I ate today. So I hope you guys will go check out the milk frother because I really like it. And we are headed out to basketball. That's going to be it for today's video. As always, I so appreciate you guys. And don't forget to click on the link if you would like to get the milk frother for yourself. And also, I have a coupon code for you. It's Megan Ross, all one word. That will get you 30% off, which makes it a great deal. So as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!